snakes.
Yeah, dude.
People are always asking me which Jackass guy am I the closest with, and hands down, it's this guy.
Awesome.
We had known each other for like one day when we filmed our first bit together, which was the elephant poo bit.
Yeah.
So I've been saving up all this poo for like 9 days now.
We're like chasing each other around, wrestling in maggot-filled elephant shit, and then
We had our first shower together.
You gotta get this guy hosed off.
There you go, Steve.
Thanks, man.
out of the gate, Chris and I just had this chemistry on camera. We were humping sharks together.
Yeah, and you got bit by a shark.
Steveo got bit, imagine that.
Very shortly after Jackass came out, I moved out to California, where both of us were homeless. And we had a competition to see who could stay homeless the longest. Even though technically we could both afford an apartment, we refused to get one.
It's a hassle. It's a waste of money.
Chris won the contest because I was a serious drug addict and I just had to get an apartment to do cocaine in. So when MTV Cribs had a special Jackass episode, I was in my apartment and Chris was in his car.
Yeah, still.
Who has ever done it in their car?
It was so fun.
I've been between houses for about 11 years, so I usually just live out of this thing. The first thing I'd like to show you is my Jesus cross. I'm not religious, but I figure a lot of people that thieves are.
It just keeps the thieves away.
Yeah, because it actually worked for me once. Like, I accidentally parked in front of some guy's driveway, and he's like, Jesus would want us to look out for one another. My God, this is what made people think twice about towing my car.
But it doesn't always work.
Not to talk about my cribs too much, but I showed my gym. My only exercise was for my butt. It was like some sort of deadlift. Some bodybuilder years later reached out saying he was one of the bodybuilders featured in the magazine.
This is just for inspiration.
In that very apartment that I recorded Cribs in, you and I shared a lady one time.
Yes, we did. Well, I wanted to just go to bed, but remember, you and the lady were insisting that I come over to the house, and all of a sudden, the lady jumped on me.
Yeah. Then was Jackass the movie.
I had no grasp on how big that was going to be at the time.
Well, nobody did. During the filming of Jackass the movie, we just got into our nature stuff. The sea cucumbers, the whale sharks.
And those started to put the ideas together for Wild Boys.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little boy, my dream was to have my own nature show. And Jeff Tremaine, our director, had the same dream. So after Jackass, it just really came together that we could do this. And it was without question that it should be me and Steve, because we just were the best pair together.
We went like around the world so many times.
So many times.
And I did not have frequent flyer mile accounts. And we got so drunk.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
You had to after a hard day's work.
There was a time when Chris was so hungover and our little black mamba trick, they put the sock on your own hand.
Cut your ass.
I don't know why you would exhibit like your hangover symptoms more like visibly than I would.
I don't know, but boy did I. So gnarly. I hate hangovers. I think that's almost why one of the reasons I don't even drink, because I just hate having fucking hangovers.
All right, I'm done charming snakes.
The longest
India.
trip was to India and Indonesia.
Yeah.
29 straight shooting days.
Yeah, and it was hard days in India. It's so intense there. And we got the most awesome footage there because India's just crazy.
Yeah,
But
that was where the elephant peed and pooped on me.
Licking the elephantitis guy's feet. Oh my God. Now watching it, I just I think it's so awesome. I'm so proud of it.
The reason why Wild Boys ended was because Knoxville's coming on all these trips and he's like, dude, shoot me with the 9mm rubber bullet while the dog's attacking me. And Tremaine says, well, dude, if you have this in you, let's not do it for MTV. Let's make another movie.
Yeah.
And so we do Jackass #2. We can absolutely show you putting the hook through my face because you're a licensed body modification artist.
Oh, I am.
Piercer.
Huh? That's right. Yeah, so we can totally do that.
Remember when we were hand feeding lemon sharks
Yeah.
in the exact same spot where the guy got his whole calf bit off?
Yeah.
And we were making fun of the guy.
Yeah, that was really good promo.
That guy was an idiot.
I did the Shark Week Matador for Discovery Channel. If that would have fucking got me, I would be all over. Like,
Right, and then the next day they got poopies.
yeah, they got poopies, and that was the scariest thing I've ever seen, probably.
It's either like everything's okay or this happens. Like, and hopefully it's always everything's okay. But then, you know, this time it's not okay.
It came into perspective how dangerous all of this shit we did. I was kind of like tough guy to be around at that point. Like, I think if we're honest, like we had great chemistry on camera, but I wasn't the kind of guy that you really wanted to like spend time with when you weren't working.
I remember like right after Jackass #2, you seemed to get really
bad. When I got fat.
Yeah, when that happened.
Dude, I was the fattest cokehead ever.
I just couldn't believe it.
I didn't know, like, until you just told me that I was fat. Like, I did not.
You're not fat, you're fatter.
And I remember being like, Chris, you gotta come over and shoot me with a BB gun.
Yeah, when I left your house that time, I felt really sad.
Just go, like, you know, like.
God, you're shaking. I almost cried.
It was good to get the fucking WBs back together.
It was gnarly. It was sad, actually. I was really sad, but you got better.
Yeah, dude. So then, Jackass 3D. You introduced my poo-poo porta potty.
Yeah, I actually named that. Yeah.
Order up! Poo Cocktail Supreme!
I did not expect it to be as violent as it was. It got me so stoked, and then when the poo just started raining down everywhere, like it was just, it was so apocalyptic.
It's gonna be ugly. I don't know if you want to see this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite bits, Jackass bits, full stop. I loved Poo Cocktail Supreme.
We've known each other for almost 25 years. Half our lives, we've been getting completely radical together.
Yep.
And we're 50 years old, we look great.
Yep.
And we're still madly in love with each other.
We're still madly in love, and we're still working.
Oh, dude, we forgot the greatest thing that we did, which was all the way back in 2001, Gumball Rally.
Oh, yeah.
We went out to Europe and we raced cars from London to Russia and back in a big circle through 15 countries.
Non-stop.
It's the craziest trip. It deserves its own video. And the good news for all of you watching this is that that video is waiting for you right here. But while they watch that, Chris, you've got to be on stage.
Awesome.
We've got a show to do. Yeah, dude. I love you, man.
I love you too.
All right, get out there. Kill it.